Hello, welcome to the Warrior's Way. The lesson this week is love what you do, or is it do what you love? And specifically, it's about an experience that I had quite a few years ago. I took a teaching tour to Australia. I was invited to participate in a climbing event there where I was teaching some clinics and did a presentation. And another climber from the US was there also, Timmy O'Neill, doing a presentation, and Timmy told me, "Man, we're living the dream." So I got to reflecting on that. It's like I was experiencing stress and anxiety, a little bit of burnout, because I guess I was like teaching a lot and really active, developing this business and this material. And I started wondering, like, am I really living the dream? Like it's supposed to be enjoyable. I'm doing what I loved, climbing and teaching mental training. And yet I was still experiencing this kind of a state of anxiety and stress. And so I reflected on the distinction between doing what you love and loving what you do. This right here, right? So if you're doing what you love, then that's great. You're doing an activity or a career that really resonates with you. I think we all would like that. But that doesn't change your relationship to stress very much. In other words, even when you're doing what you love, you're going to have parts of that job that are less enjoyable, okay, that are going to cause stress. And unless you're addressing your relationship to stress, then you're going to not want to be present for this activity that you love to do. So, for example, I love climbing. I think you love climbing. And I noticed that in difficult climbing, I can kind of rush through the difficulty. It's like my mind is ahead of my body that manifests itself in tension and just wanting to get through it, wanting to get it done. I said, wow, I'm experiencing this kind of wanting to get it over with in the climbing and an activity that I love. And I started examining other aspects of my life, and I see it manifesting itself there also. So, for example, when I come back from a teaching tour, there's a lot of work to do to debrief it. There's a lot of work that needs to be done that wasn't done while I was away. And I catch myself like anxious and wanting to get through that work to a point when it's finished. So in climbing or in my work, there is this mental state of wanting to get to a point in the future where I'm comfortable again. It's very natural. It's our natural comfort-based motivation driving us toward when we're going to be comfortable again. But it's shifting us out of the present moment of where the climbing or the life is happening, where the experience is happening. So, loving what you do can be an important shift so that you're also improving and changing the relationship that you have with stress. Okay, it's a really important mental training concept, or part of it is you need to change your relationship with stress. And if you focus on loving what you do, it doesn't matter if you're doing something stressful or something comfortable, something challenging. You want to be there in the middle of that stress. You want to be there in the midst of it, not someplace else in the future. And that's an important warrior quality to develop. I want to be here now for what is going on. So living the dream really is about being willing to live the circumstances of our lives. Being willing to be there, show up, to be there for particularly the challenges, right? It's a lot easier to be there for the comfortable times in our lives. But the dream can happen now, in this present moment. We don't have to wait for living the dream sometime in the future. if we focus on loving what we do, then that dream can happen right now in this next moment. Now, it's not an either or choice. You don't have to choose between doing what you love and loving what you do. You don't have to choose between those. You can do what you love, that activity that resonates with you, and at the same time, focus on loving what you do. All the different aspects, the ones you like, the ones you don't like, that make up that activity, that career. So for a practice tip, it's helpful to center yourself in loving what you do. Okay, so when stressors happen, in other words, just a simple process. Notice, first of all, that you're in that stressor, and then take a breath. Do a strong exhale, relax, identify and focus on the current task, and then tell yourself, enjoy this moment. Just a simple activity like that to bring you back to what you're doing right now and to process yourself through it and enjoy it as much as you can. That's the way life is. And if you can flow with that a little bit better, then you're going to enjoy it more. So that's the lesson this week. You can go to warriorsway.com, got the full text and audio there. Check out our courses and our books, and reach out to us if you'd like to engage in this training. Thank you.